Hey friends, welcome back. So, we're about to do the Lair of the Shadow Broker. Go to the docking area and take a cab to Liara's apartment. We're gonna do that right away, because she's already heading there to prepare. And, I mean, having more time and ability to catch up with Liara and being able to help her with this, is just the foremost on her mind. I love it. Asari beauty ads. It makes a lot of sense. Beauty is very important to Asari. It's very clear. Except they're more naturally beautiful than human women. I would say. I don't know if that's really important, but you know, hey, it is to them. Alright, I'm trying to figure out how to get over to the taxi stand, which I'm guessing is where I need to be going. I haven't been here yet. I remember there is a reason I need to be there, but I wanna go straight. Trying to figure it out. I feel like I need to be going this way somehow. Different way.
I'm looking for the best tech upgrade you
have. Still figuring all this out. Transportation shipping. Here we go. Again, sorry beauty ads. Amazing. Yeah, see, something like asymmetrical scalp. That's ridiculous. The beauty standards, probably especially on a place as pretentious as Ilium, makes sense.
Didn't give us time to pack. I'm lucky I got out at all, for mercenaries were starting to shoot.
Oof, yeah.
I'll get it, I promise. If not, well, we'll just have to hope.
Thankfully, we're going to be dealing with Nasana Dantius, so his problems will be over soon. Spoiler alert, but not yet. That'll be when we get my other favorite Asari in the series, and we won't be getting her for a while. A little bit. At least she's probably the absolute next thing we're going to be doing, because I love her. Although I might end up going with Thane first. No, I feel like I'll be going with her first. God, I love her. And
trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are great for business. I don't know, some of them seem dangerous.
alright, so here we are.
That's the whole point. Danger means more contract work for us.
There's a lot of things to activate and explore around here.
Max will never notice a few missing pieces. No, I can't get in because it's a crime scene. It's all locked down. Some just a car, I don't know.
I think this is where we need. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she's just gonna go straight past everything. I will go back here and explore everything later. I know I can. So let's do it. By the way, I wasn't expecting that conversation to continue whilst I was calling the taxi, but that's very realistic and immersive. There's a lot of really immersive things about ME2 and 3. I love them for that. ME1 as well. There's a lot of great stuff. It really just pulls you into the setting in these games. Alright, so she doesn't know what to expect, frankly. She's going to bring her other trusted friend here. And you know what, Kasumi as well, because this, this, I'd say this still applies, because this is clearly a pretty, I mean, like, the Shadow Broker's got some security stuff, clearly, and Kasumi might be able to help us out here, and that she just trusts Garrus, you know what I mean? Plus, Liara and Garrus used to be basically my main go-to squad. It's either Liara and Garrus or Tali and Liara, and I'll be able to get Tali in this game, but man, I just really wish you could just get Liara as a party member. You do get to technically have her as a party member for a while in this, but I really think they needed to write her differently, if only because you get Garrus and Tali for both games, but you can't get Liara for both games, and that's the main three for most people, including myself. So I don't know. That just irks me a bit. And then there's also Rex, which you can't get in this game either. You have Grunt, yes, and you have Samara, but those are just racial stand-ins. They aren't the characters. I'd really rather be able to have my whole team, maybe minus Caden and Ashley in this game. I'd really rather that. And if I was designing, in the future, I really, really want to be part of a company, a huge part of the design and the story. Mostly the story, though, and the characters and all that. I mostly want to be in the writing department, but I also want to dabble in some other stuff in gaming, game creation. But I definitely want to write it so that, at the very least, the fan favorites can come back, but I'd really rather you be able to have the same party that keeps really developing, and you can romance all of them as both genders in a whole trilogy as long as Mass Effect. That would be a dream for me to design. So I really want to do that. So anyway. Electromagnetic pulse punishes shields and synthetic enemies even more severely. And so I'm thinking concussive shot or overload. For this mission, I'm trying to remember what kind of enemies we face here. And I'm blanking a bit. I feel like it's mostly Oh yeah, it damages shields too and synthetic enemies. And now also has the capability to overheat enemy weapons. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Hold on though. What does concussive shot do? There's your opponent's even open for additional attacks, which is very handy itself. And honestly, that's probably one of the best things for Shepard. Now that I think about that, I'm actually gonna go. Oh, hold on. I don't have 3 to do that anyway. Hold on. What if I undid? Did I already just? Nope. Okay. He has 1. I was trying to use a 3 slot because I don't know. Alright, she still has 1. I mean, Garrus has overload too. There's no reason to give Kasumi her overload point, like the 1 rank, when Garrus has a 2 rank. That's redundant and worse. There's no reason. Alright, yeah, and she doesn't have anything anyway, so let's get going. By the way, I don't have any more, right? Yeah, no, I still have that 1 Mattock. Alright. And I keep thinking I'm going to read the codex for this, but maybe not.
We got multiple
I
shots.
feel like I'm going to sit down and read it
Techs are going over the place now.
in like one shot, like late in the game, or maybe a couple of shots that are like a few hours, and then kind of cut them up in sections, maybe? Oh, that's an idea. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. I still want to do codex for this game, but just not how I did it in 1.
This area is sealed off. Please step back, ma'am.
Sealed off? Why? Someone tried to kill your friend, Commander Shepard. Thank you, officer. Your people are dismissed.
You can't do that.
Already done. Tila Vasir, Special Tactics and Recon.
A Spectre?
I heard your status was reinstated. Good. You're one of our most famous operatives. Might even get you to sign my chest plate. So, I assume you had business with your friend this evening, Commander.
Liara was following a lead on the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker. Dangerous enemy to have.
Liara was expecting me. She would have left a message here. Her office wasn't safe.
I'm not surprised. Alien is just Omega with expensive shoes. I haven't found anything useful for tracking her down yet. You knew Tassoni better than I do. Where would she have hidden her backups?
Let me take a look around.
I wonder if really anyone outside of maybe their immediate team knows they're a thing. Surely the crew knows. I wonder if she had any inkling of their relationship, and it was more than just friends. But a lot of time, but everyone refers to her as friend, which makes sense because they have to voice all those lines, and it really does make sense considering that in ME1, it was definitely a pretty hush thing, and you only really spoke about it with each other. There was that almost kiss once that I think Joker knowingly interrupted because he's Joker and he's a dick, and I love him for that, frankly. But I don't know. I really wonder how many people actually would realistically know, even though that most people refer to Liara as a friend. I'd really love, again, when I make a game, I'd really love for, if you're in a relationship with a character, more people know about it and refer to it like that. There's more changes, small changes, a lot of small changes in regards to a lot of things that you do. And there's a lot of games that do that. This one could certainly do more, in my opinion, but they might have not had the time or budget for all sorts of things, but regardless. I really just want to design a game around the things that are the most important to me, and which a lot of games don't seem to have enough of, in my opinion, frankly, that I really wish they would have. So that is why I will design a game that is exactly the type of game I would want to play in every single way. I will do it. And it'll be so awesome. Anywho.
It's part of my old armor.
Looks like someone didn't like you much either.
Yep. There's a lot of people that don't like Shep very much. And it's cute to her that she has a piece of her old armor. Probably made sure to keep that after giving her over to Cerberus.
A doctorate from the University of Ceres, Alessia. She's getting good use out of all that education. Don't worry, Commander. We'll find her.
Yeah, something about this woman rubs Shepard the wrong way. Mostly her tone and a lot of her... I don't know. At the same time, though, she seems rather alluring and friendly and has made nice comments, so she doesn't know what to think, but she's really keeping her at arm's length. By the way, I really love the detail of this place. This really looks like a very nice, definitely lived-in apartment that I could see, all sorts of day-to-day things being carried out. You've got your kitchen over here. It's very nice. You got your table over there, and a nice little bar. You've got... Yeah, living room over here, nice couches, and chairs and things, and, I mean, of course, it's all fucked right now, because someone was trying to get her, and Jesus Christ, there's even...
The rifle used to do that wasn't standard issue. The kinetic barrier deflected the shots, but they still managed to penetrate the glass.
Oh boy. And there's a kinetic barrier. Wait, I'm guessing she was trying to be... Someone was trying to snipe her? And that's probably why there's particularly, this damage here? And those people weren't really letting me. What's this area? I can't go out that door. Okay. By the way, I love the setup for this. This it's kind of like a mystery setup for a while. I love this DLC. It's my favorite. Not just because Liara. Oh, by the way, look at this beautiful... That also reminds me, my fish are definitely dead at this point. I keep forgetting to feed them back on the Normandy. Thankfully, I know I'm not even close to alone in that boat. Because I've seen a good few Let's Plays of this game, and yeah, that tends to be an issue. A thing that people forget easily. It's funny. Whew. Coffee is delicious, friendos.
Picture changed when you touched it. It must be keyed to your ID. What does it show now?
It's a Prothean dig site. Liara did leave a message.
There are a few Prothean-looking objects around the apartment. Let's see what we can find.
And of course she would have Prothean objects around.
Those things must be worth a fortune.
I'd imagine. Like a lot of the things that are in here, probably. Like probably that chest plate of Shep's that Liara has around. Aha.
Basir, I've got something here.
Backup disk. Let's try it on her terminal. It looks like she recorded a call.
What have you got for me, Sakat?
It was tricky, but you paid for the best. I can narrow it down to a cluster, maybe even a system.
How soon can you have it?
Shouldn't take long. Come to my office. Area Frontiers in the Dracon Trade Center. Gotta say though to Sony, you're making me a little nervous. How big is the trouble that could come out of this?
Relax, Sakat. I'll see you in a few hours.
This must be important. The Shadow Broker's people already tried to kill her once.
I know where the Dracon Trade Center is. My car's outside.
Let's go.
I love this DLC. It's so awesome. Man, look at that view, man. Man, I could really see myself living and taking in a place like this. It's really like a lot of your cities back on Earth, but of course it's super futuristic.
I don't hear police chatter.
Who
We
then?
must have missed the party.
Who then?
Liara's in there!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That can't be good.
Certainly not.
They just took out 3 floors to make sure she's dead. I'll grab this sky car and seal off the building from the top.
I'll start down here and work my way up.
Just leave some for me.
She's starting to trust her more, but yeah, let's just spoil it and kind of let you know that yeah, not a thing. Hugs for friendos. Oofle. Oofly doofly. Large old oofly doof. I'm just kind of looking around. Hugs for friends.
What happened?
I wish you could help them. I wish you could just give this guy Metagel and this guy. Look, we have 3 applications just lying around. 1, 2. Is she dead? Oh, I think she's dead. Oh no, rip. Oh, that's hurt. Probably like maybe this guy too. I wish I could.
Who are you? What's going on?
Hug for friend. But yeah, I'd help 3. I'd help the ones that look the worst. Is he dead? Yeah, I think so. Fuck, man. I'd help this Solarian, and then I'd help. Yeah, I'd help her, and then I'd help him. Is that guy? That guy's injured too. I don't want to be able to help 3 of them. Oh man, but 3 out of 4 are the ones that seem to be the worst off. Like can't stand worst. I'd be able to help, but you know I can't just give them Metagel. I would if I could though. Like mechanically, I should be able to give, and in lore I should be able to give them Metagel. In lore, let's say okay. In lore, I should be able to give them Metagel. In the game, no. I really wish you could do more stuff like that in games. That's also another thing I'd love to do in my games. Frankly. Alright.
Bury a Frontier employee. Looks like he got caught in the explosion.
I wouldn't take any bets onto Sony's informant surviving that blast.
Goofy. Okay, that's where I came from. Getting a little turned around. But man, I love the atmosphere and the tension in this area.
Basir, the elevators are out and building security is down.
No alarms, no police. Very professional.
Oof. Oofily doofily doofily deeful. Except I hear an alarm up there, so hopefully that's a good sign. Oh man, poor guy. Jesus, there are a lot of people in here that just got murdered over probably one person or two. Yeah, Shadowwalker's people aren't people to be messed with. Thankfully, though, we're going to be taking them down, and Liara's a lot more benevolent. I mean, she threatens people, but she's not like... She wouldn't do this shit. She wouldn't do this kind of fucking bullshit. She wouldn't kill a bunch of innocent civilians that aren't horrible. Is that literally just like... someone just basically splatted? Or what is that exactly? It looks like some sort of glowing... Is it like residual, like, explosion substance, or what? Or like, burning ashes? Or is it... Did someone get burned to ash, or what?
Casualty here.
Oofity, oofity.
Looks like he's got bullet
Wait.
wounds. Watch yourself, Vizier.
Oh boy.
They used military-grade hardware.
Oh boy.
Bullet wounds. Guess this was more than just an explosion.
Yeah, I was about to ask why they pointed out the one dead guy out of the many, many clearly dead people. Like her, and him. But yeah, that's why. Because they didn't just explode everyone. They're trying to kill everyone. Leave no witnesses, probably. But we're not going to let that happen. Because if Liara's literally dead, Shepard doesn't know what the fuck she's going to do. She's like, her heart's pounding right now. She's like, oh god, please be alive, Liara. Please be alive, you know? Oofity. Oh man, all that blood. Poor guy. Green or not, that's a lot of blood. Oofity. Alright. Man, the atmosphere of this game is good. I love it. Hacky time. There we go. Some noise credits, very nice. Some noise power cells. Except I don't tend to use heavy weapons. I probably should equip something besides the fire, the flamethrower, because I'll probably want something with more range,
Vizier.
which is most of the others. So,
Liara signed in just a few minutes
not all of them though. Something that's less unwieldy feeling to me. I'll definitely remember when I can, of course. Like when I remember, I will do that. Low show, ouchie. Hi, Shadowbroker's Private Army. Die now. Nice.
This should slow him down. Hostiles up ahead. Scratch one.
Nope, can't fault over that. For some reason. Oh yeah. Apologies for the sneezing, friends. Poor Garrus. Actually, wait, I think he might get up soon anyway. No, I'm still gonna leave him be for a while, because I don't know... No, there's a lot of them. Let's get him back up. Cover's a little unwieldy in this series. I've always had a little bit of trouble with it. Anyone else? It's not too bad, but sometimes you just, get in and out of cover without wanting to, and it's pretty hard, pretty easy to do that, sadly. Pretty hard not to. In close quarters areas like this especially. Certainly not unbearable. The fun of the rest of the gameplay is definitely a lot, definitely does a lot to kind of not really frustrate me with that very much, but it's still a little bit of an irritant at times. It feels like one anyway, to a degree, but the more I get into the gameplay, the less that's a thing. The less I think about it, the less I'm like, every time that happens, you know what I mean? It just takes practice to just be cool with everything, and once you are able to do that, it's the best life skill I think anyone can have. I'm working on that, it's beautiful. Ooh, that woman sounds a lot like Ashley. At least, that sounded a lot like Ashley Williams. I wonder if it's the same actress. Let me know, friends, if you know. And if you know what else she's done if she hasn't done Ashley. She's definitely professional sounding enough to have done roles other than Masana, or other than her. I don't remember her name right now. This Spectre we're working with. Supposed Spectre. I don't think she is one. Spoilers. I don't really remember, but I don't think she is one. I do know she betrays us. Mega spoilers. But that was probably obvious to a lot of people. I don't think it was to me at first, but I was also a lot less aware back then. I used my brain a lot less, frankly.
Damn it. If I'd have been a few seconds faster, I could have stopped them.
Is this the cat?
Must have been.
No sign of that data Liara talked about. Looks like a dead end.
Speaking of which, did you find your friend's body?
You mean this body?
Liara? Something I should know?
This is the woman who tried to kill me.
You've had a rough day, so I'll let that slide. Why don't you put that gun down?
I saw you. I doubled back after I left. I watched you break into my apartment.
You didn't know where Liara went because she hid the message. You needed me to find it for you.
Thanks for the help.
Once she had my location, she signaled the Shadow Broker's forces. They bombed the building to take me out. She found Sakat, took his data, and killed him. I'm guessing she's still got the disc on her.
Good guess. Not that you'll ever see what's on it. You pure blood bitch!
And this scene is fucking awesome. I love it so much. This song is so good, by the way. There we are.